I'm going to be taking you through how to use a treadmill. Now, it might not seem like rocket science because you're either walking or you're running and they're not complicated movement patterns. However, when you're doing it on a treadmill, it can feel a bit different to how you would normally because you're moving, but you're not actually getting anywhere. So, some important things I need to go through first. Now, treadmill is a cardiovascular exercise. So as we've talked about before, cardiovascular, basically heart and lungs. So that's the main fitness component that we're working when we're on a treadmill. We've got some adjustments. So the first thing you'll notice when you look on a treadmill is there's something that's going to increase the speed, something that's going to reduce the speed, something that's going to increase the gradient, and something that's going to reduce the gradient. You've also got an emergency stop button and an emergency kill cord. So we'll go through that first. Now, when I step onto the treadmill, I want to step on from the side. Now, the reason I do that is because if I step on from the back, the belt actually does move. So it is possible to slip as you're getting onto the treadmill. Plus, if somebody's left it moving, it's just a bit more sensible to get them from the side as you're holding onto these supports. So now you're on the treadmill. The first thing you want to do is attach the kill cord. Now you don't have to use the kill cord, it's sensible, but if you're an experienced treadmill user, you might choose not to. However, always best to err on the side of caution, so you just click that to your t-shirt. If you get too far back, it will shut the treadmill off. You've got your emergency stop there, which I pointed out earlier. So if you are panicking or anything happens, you get cramp and you want to stop it suddenly, hit that and the belt will stop quite quickly. Don't use it unless you have to. If you need to stop normally, just slow it down until you come to a standstill. As I mentioned earlier, you've got a plus and a minus there. This one controls the gradient. So if you want to go steeper, you just push it up. If you want to go flatter, you push it down. If you want to go faster, push that one forward, push it back if you want to go slower. Now, I'm good to go. So I'm going to press quick start. Okay, so what you want to do is stand in the middle of the belt. Just let your arms naturally swing by your sides. Look ahead with a nice upright posture. Now this is just walking. If I was new to using the treadmill, I might want to rest my hands here. But when you're ready, it's better just to let the arms naturally swing by your sides. If I want to take up to a run, just keep tapping this. It's best not to hold it down because it can speed up really quickly. So just keep tapping it, take it up to that run. And just remember those same posture points, looking ahead, chest lifted. And that's your treadmill. Now when you're finished, as I said, we don't want to just bash the emergency stop button. We want to bring it down slowly. Okay, bring it right down. And when you're ready, you can press stop. Now, some treadmills will have a cool down button. So the cool down button will usually give you about a minute. It will half the speed of what you're doing. It will take away the gradient. And it'll just keep you moving for about a minute, just to bring your heart rate down slowly, so that when you get off, you don't get a sort of sudden drop in heart rate and blood pressure where you feel a bit, a bit sick. So you can hit the cool down button, or you can hit stop. And then just make sure the belt's completely stopped before you get off. Put your safety clip back and you are done. And you'll usually get, most cardiovascular machines, you get a little summary of what you've done, how many calories you burnt, distance, average speed, all that type of thing. That's the treadmill.